What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in today's video I'm going to be talking a little bit about my day, what's been going on, what I'm doing, how my week's been going, and talking a little bit about what it was like training a student driving in the snow today. Currently I'm in Ohio right now, just across the border of West Virginia. Went into Ohio, hit a rest area, and we are currently stopped for the night for a 10-hour break. And the reason we stopped was because we were about 130 miles from where we're going. We picked up a load in Virginia, and that goes to Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, we've been driving in the snow for the last, I'd say the last 4 hours, and going about 35, 40 miles an hour through West Virginia because the roads were pretty bad. They were pretty bad, but I mean, just going slow, it wasn't too bad to where, hey, we got to get off right now. Like, no, you could still see the lines on the road. Like, all you had to do was ride the grooves, ride the tire marks, and things were good. And I was just kind of showing him, like, hey, man, you just kind of got to read the road, go slow, don't worry about anybody around you, keep your following distance, and if it gets bad enough, hey, we'll just pull over. So I was just kind of working with him on that. Today, it was his first time actually hitting the snow. It was my first time actually hitting the snow this winter. I've been very lucky in being routed away from bad weather this winter, and but today it was definitely heavy, and it's still snowing right now. Like, we hit it at around, I'd say around 2, 3 o'clock, and it hasn't stopped at all since then. So, and right now, if I were to go behind the truck and show you the road, it's completely covered. And yeah, it's not good to drive right now. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, training is going good. I made a video about that, what it was like after the second week, and I'm on the third week now. We're about to finish that up. Today's Thursday. I'll be posting this video on a Friday, and if you do see it on Friday, I appreciate you for clicking on the video. And before I get into the content any further, I would appreciate it if you would like the channel, or like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out some more of my other content at the end of this video, especially if you're new. It really helps grow the channel if you do like the video. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm or whatever, so I would really appreciate that. And I make a lot of content, a lot of trucking content, and just content about what's going on with me, what's going on with my life. So if you want to follow along, please, like I said, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and check out some more of my other videos. Yeah, but right now, just chilling at a rest area. The plan was to try to make it to the customer where we were going. However, at the rate of speed we were traveling, we would have been a little bit late. So honestly, we would have kept driving and went all the way to the shipper or the receiver, because we could have slept at the receiver. We could have slept right there and not had to go on duty in the morning, just back up to their dock, and they unload us and we start with a fresh new clock. However, we would have been about an hour, hour and a half short, and I would have run out of time. So that kind of sucks. Now, my student does not have his CDL yet. He still has a CDL permit. So I'm not able to be off duty while he is on duty driving. I have to be on duty training while he is driving because he has a permit. So still hasn't got that CDL. And yeah, so it makes things a little bit, it's basically you're running as a solo driver. Now, there are a little bit of benefits with the hours, because say I have like a full drive day, or we have a full drive day, you have a 14-hour on-duty clock, right? So let's say we have 14 hours. Well, I could get up and drive the first 3 and then switch with him, and he drive 11 or 10, let's just say 10. And yeah, because you need about a 1 hour, you know, a 1 hour of wiggle room to stop somewhere and find somewhere to park for the night. But let's say we get that extra 2 hours of driving, because you're allowed to drive 11 hours within a 14-hour period once you go on duty for the day. So let's say we drive 13 of that. Well, that's 2 hours extra for sure that a solo driver will drive. And So I've kind of learned that, like, hey, we can drive 13 hours a day still. So that's an extra 2 hours. Let's just say 120 miles a day extra. You multiply that by, I don't know, 5-6 days a week. Hey, that adds up. Those miles add up. So we're able to complete some loads that we wouldn't be able to complete having me in the truck with that extra 3 hours of wiggle room there to drive. So we've been kind of doing that, and it has been helping us with our deliveries. So yeah, that's a little bit of a plus, but I mean, it would make it a lot easier if he did have his CDL right now, because he has enough miles to where I can go off duty and he just drive, but doesn't have the CDL. It is what it is. We're working on getting him that. He's not going to be able to take the test until January 18th, so that's the next available time that he can take it. And yeah, it kind of sucks, because we were planning on, if he did pass the CDL test the last time, we were planning on quasi-teaming it, you know, trying to hit about 4,500 to 6,000 miles a week. Now, the company I'm with, we don't really have a team situation. However, there's a lot of loads that we could team it on. So yeah, that's kind of like say you have an appointment, like you get a load and you have an appointment the next day, you can't really just drop that and go, right? And so anyway, but we would never have to take a reset, a 34-hour reset to get our time back if he did have his license. That's the thing about this training thing that I do like as far as the money goes, because if I do get a student in the future that has his CDL already coming out of school and doesn't have to get it with me out here, I don't have to stop my week to go over and have him take the test and things like that. Like, I'm having to do that now. And it kind of sucks. I really think the company should just have them test out as many times as they can before they get with a trainer, because it makes it really an inconvenience, honestly, on the trainer, because we're busy trying to make our money, make our miles, and we're trying to also schedule a CDL test. And when I schedule that CDL test, I got to make sure we get there in time so that we can take it. Like right now, it's scheduled, or I'm scheduled to be at the place he's taking it the day before. So I got to sit that day or that night and wait till the morning, and then we can't leave until after he takes it. And so it kills that time of running miles. So I really think that's the one downside that I have had with training, is them not having their CDL and me having to schedule getting them their CDL as I'm training them. And I have noticed too that it's not really good for them, because in school they're only teaching you the backing maneuvers that you're going to have to use to pass the test. When you get out in the real world of truck driving, especially experienced truck drivers, we all know that backing situations are completely different with every shipper. Every shipper and receiver is pretty much different with their backing situations. So they really need to have them test out. And I know that there's places that do that. They don't let them leave until they do pass the test, right? But I think that should be a thing where they need to pass the test, then come with a trainer, and then only focus on learning how to really do the job in the real world. That's what I think. So that is one negative to being a trainer so far that I have noticed. But I've got a really good student. Like, he does listen. He understands, hey, I'm the trainer. When you get on your own, dude, you can do whatever you want. But when you're with me, hey, if I tell you to slow down here, slow down there, you listen to me, right? And I haven't had an issue with that, so that's been really good. So as far as the student, the person I'm with, no problems at all, right? No problems at all. But the thing is that's really, I'm just kind of going over what I'm doing, what I'm thinking about, and yeah, just kind of ranting on this video. It doesn't really have any specific topic that I'm talking about. I'm just talking about, yeah, my day, what I'm thinking about, what I'm doing, and yeah, and like I said, if you're still here through this video, it's amazing, and I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm just sitting here in a rest area watching the snow, and and watching people walk into this rest area like they're all bundled up and everything. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, snowy day today. It was good. It's good training because he finally gets the taste of what driving in the snow is like. And I think new drivers, honestly, at least for me, it was driving in snow and mountain driving were the things that I was nervous about. Yeah, backing too, but the things that I was really scared of when first starting out was mountains and snow. Those were the things I was scared of. Now I know how to handle it, but I do know that when you're new, that's usually the two things that people are most worried about. So that's why I've tried to make mountain driving videos. I don't do a lot of videos in the snow. I haven't really made any where I'm actually driving in bad snow because I like to focus in that situation. I want to be totally focused on what I'm doing, so I haven't really filmed anything in the snow yet. I do it in the mountains, but that's not that hard, really. Once you know what you're doing, it's really not hard to do. But it is fun to do videos like that because it is usually beautiful going down mountain grades. So anytime you're, the prettier it is, the more dangerous it is usually. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyway, I just wanted to make a quick video. Like I said, this is the Living Free channel, and I appreciate you for watching this video, and I will appreciate it if you click the videos that pop up on the screen at the end of this video. Like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content like this in the future. God bless. Thank you for watching my video. Peace out. Have a nice night. Have a nice day whenever you watch this.